Hello my wolfies! It's been a while since I posted on this channel, but I'm back now and we're going to be posting more than ever. Today we are going over one of my favorite parts of Limbus Company, and that is the music. More specifically, Mili! Oh my god, I love her so much! On top of the music itself just being so good and a bop to listen to, her songs have a pretty good one-to-one ratio of matching with what's going on in the story. One of the things I like to do when I find something I like is share it with all my friends. So I gathered a couple of my friends who have never played Limbus Company before or have heard Mili songs. And I forced them, and by that I mean I asked them politely, to listen to some music with me and give me their thoughts on it. Hey, if I can get them interested in Project Moon games, that's gonna be a bonus. For the formatting's sake of the video, we'll have my friends first listen to the song and give me their impressions, and then I will give my impressions afterwards as someone who's looking back on the song and has played through the canto as well. Enjoy the video, you guys! Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, ready? I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
When's Limbus Company sponsoring? I wish, dude.
Andrew, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. Or if it goes anywhere.
It's off-putting.
Yeah. Mostly because of the art, no?
Yeah.
It's pretty, yeah?
Pretty creepy. Hikaru, is this the cult you're starting and you want us to be indoctrinated into?
Oh my god, there are so many cults in this game. I wish I could just get you into one of those instead. It's too much work to start your own.
Ooh.
Reminds me of your music. Isn't it good?
Yeah, I'm no longer scared. I'm ready to fight something. I'm ready to take on God.
Yeah, it's a.
Cue up some Bayonetta.
Let me hear like your thoughts on the vibe first, or like if there's something you would listen to on the side, and then like what you think the story is about.
Okay. I have some notes about the first point, if Anju wants to handle the second. So,
Sure,
the
go ahead.
first third, like, if you told me that it was a worship song for a Christmas Carol, I would 100% just believe you. They nailed that vibe really well, like the holy aspect of it, right? And then the second third, I saw a lot of people in my chat saying that it gives them near automata vibe, and I couldn't agree more. I think that was like really near coded. And then the third last little bit of it was really, really cool. Like it reminded me of Bayonetta. Like again, I'm so ready to just go fight some like angelic creatures, essentially. The vibe is really good. I actually really like the switch up when a song like leads to a certain place and then you're like, okay, where's this gonna go? And then it just changes entirely to like a different song. Because I thought at some point you just like switched or were listening to like a playlist and it went to the next song. But the fact that it was so different within the first one is really cool to me. Because that's probably like the vibe of the boss fight itself. That's my guess. Is like it starts off like chill and then it very quickly ramps up in difficulty and intensity, just like the song.
What about you, Anju?
I'm assuming it's one of those bosses that has more than one face, right?
Yeah.
Based on how the music works. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the image that you showed us of the boss, I think it fits what I had in my mind based on the lyrics and the way that the story was being told about leading a painless future or something like that, or staying naive and pure. But then that this character apparently had an idea, I guess, an idea or an ideal that they started to believe in, something that maybe that they started to question, I guess, which is why they were between quotations corrupted, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that as the music progresses, you start seeing this person or this character decay in a sense, or like become this creature that you fight in order to stand up for this new idea that they believe in, which I think is really cool. It really fits the boss fight. It really fits the character. I think it was really cool. I really like this types of songs for boss fights. I think it makes it really intense and memorable.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Actually, you're not that far off from the perspective of what it's told from. So Between Two Worlds was kind of it was a little slow for me at the start. Going through Cromer's boss fight, I think this was the first taste of Mili music that I had, and I didn't even realize the song started playing at the first half of the boss phase. Not gonna lie, it sounded a lot like your stock choir music right before a boss fight kind of thing. Or I didn't even know Mili was singing it. This song is split up in two parts, the Realm of Light and Realm of Darkness part, right? And I significantly like the Realm of Darkness more. I feel like there was more the melody that plays like somewhat in the middle of the song was like really, it was really, really entrancing, and I felt that it was my first taste of like, oh, okay, Millie always has like this small element of this is what makes her her in the song, and I really, really enjoyed that part of it. I felt like the words were a little harder to understand because the chorus and the music in this song in particular was a lot louder, or she was like whispering for almost the entire first half of the song, and then the second half of the song, it was the chorus also kind of like takes over a lot, so I couldn't really tell what they were saying the first time I heard it. But looking back on the song, I kind of get it. The words of the song were they were definitely interesting. I wasn't sure exactly how it matched up with what was going on. Honestly, Canto 3, I kind of blew through it. I kind of breezed through that one. I tried paying attention as much as I could to it, but I was not a huge fan of Sinclair's story. So maybe it was just because of that I didn't pay as much attention to what was going on with N-Corp and all the things. Like, I have an understanding of what happened in the story, but because the story itself didn't latch onto me as hard as the other ones did, I feel like I gave the song like a little less credence. So I still enjoyed it looking back on it. Would I listen to this on a regular basis? Probably not. It's kind of long, it's kind of slow, but I feel like now that I see the part, now if I were ever to like see her Cromer in a mirror dungeon or something, I'm like, oh, okay, this song now makes sense. But let's move on to the next one. This one's probably gonna be a little bit slower. This is one of my favorites too.
We're in for some interesting rides here, Mal. I think we're gonna get hit.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because it's sad. I like sad things.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
We're on
you
the
told me
roller coaster
this.
together. Anju, hold my hand.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Let's do that.
with me. All I need is a nudge to get me started. Fly broken wings to somewhere we can be free. Closer to our ideal.
Yeah, Mili made all the songs for Limbus.
Once drew the soul I watched as you rolled it over. The mirror says that I still
I
remember.
think Sinclair was your favorite singer? Oh, I'm so sorry.
This is the indoctrination song for children. We already heard the adult one. This is the children one now.
Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? A genius perfect job. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? Again and again you lock me down. I lock me down. We stake me to the ground. The soul gave me warmth.
Did somebody just die?
Oh, I think so, Anju. Oh, that scared me. Nah, the sudden drums in one ear hell out of me.
It's actually not spooky. This one is more sad than anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, in that little pause in the middle of the song, they need to add a gunshot sound effect, and it would be so funny.
Oh my god.
It would be. Oh my
'Cause
god.
Anju was right. I think that's where the direction of the song was going.
Yeah, that's
It's like a death and rebirth. That one was like definitely very emotional, whereas the first one was more like intense. Right, this one is purely like emotional and trying to like tug at your heartstrings and be related some way. And I think you actually prefaced the songs with that before we started listening. Is like people can relate to these songs somehow. So I think that was the direction they were going for.
Yeah, I think it's either the death of a person or the death of a dream at some point, because it speaks
Mhm.
about chasing something that is out of reach.
That
Yeah.
death
Like-
could also be like realization. Like if something is unattainable, like it could also be symbolic for giving up. Like death
Yeah.
could be giving up here.
Yep.
actually
It's
yeah.
really sad.
It is more about the death of like an idea rather than a person. Okay, Fly My Wings was probably my first like, this is it. This is an amazing song and this is what's gonna get me into the game. Not only did I think Kanto 4's story was really, really good and it resonates a lot with me, but the music at the very end, especially how it ties into the fight, was just so, so good. The reactions that we're getting from our friends aren't actually from the game itself, they're just from the music itself. And they won't get a lot of the context in which things are happening, but it just ties in so well with the game. I'm a sucker for sad stuff. I love sad stuff. Like any kind of tragedy, oof, I eat that stuff up. And this was just so, so good. Listening back to it, I started tearing up because Fly My Wings has been and is still one of my most favorite songs by Mili. It's not as hype, it's not as like eerie, it's not as subverting my expectations. It was just straight up a good song that made me feel sad. And I think that's all you really need. So then the next one's called Compass, and it's based off of Moby Dick.
Mhm.
I actually don't really like this one as much, but hold on, let's see what you guys think. I don't hate Compass. It's just not my favorite. The other ones are just so much better. Welcome in, Aki. Hi, Vincent. Hey, Gordy. The fault lies on you, Ishmael. Oh god, I hate that line.
I'm gonna be honest. Out of the three you've shown me today,
That's my
this is the one that I
favorite.
like the most. Yes.
Yeah.
You like this one the most?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
As a song.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, as a song, yes.
What did you like
Like
about
that
it?
would be the one that I'd listen on the side. Like I would
Yeah.
listen to that while gaming.
Yep.
What did you like about it, though? Like, maybe it's
Okay,
just because
feel
I
like
know
something
this.
we haven't mentioned
Mhm.
so far, I guess, is she has a very unique voice. I really like her
Yep.
voice.
Mhm.
That is, she has an amazing voice, and I feel like for this song in particular, yeah, it was more, what is it, structured like song that you would listen to on the daily, in the sense that it had a very nice intro with a guitar in the background, which I really liked, by the way. And then they took it off towards the middle so they would add to the build-up.
Mhm.
And I don't know, just the way that she sings and the lyrics, they were really nice. It just all worked together. Yeah, I really like the song. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, it was really like cohesive. So I like the forced dissonance in the part of the song, and the duality of the dissonance with her soft voice actually just hit immediately. I knew I would like the song as soon as she started singing with what they were doing with the background.
Mm. Okay.
It's really nice. You know what it reminds me of, Hikaru? It reminds me of the Perfumer song from IDV. The
Oh,
one that has, like, the
right.
music video. It's
remember that
very
one.
similar to that in tone and in nature
I just
and
re-
in structure.
I don't know about anyone else who's actually played the game, but like this was maybe one of my I mean like it was intense as hell and it was super fun to watch, but it wasn't I feel like the emotional value of it wasn't exactly there for me because of how
Right.
like crazy it was. Cuz you know Moby Dick is all about Captain Ahab's obsession with killing Moby Dick this whole time. Okay, Compass was kind of odd to me. I feel like it didn't fit the vibe of Canto 5. I thought that like that one scene where Captain Ahab is just constantly gaslighting Ishmael, it didn't seem like this song really fit the vibe. I'm not really sure if anyone else feels the same as I do, but it was super intense. Like emotions were boiling over. This girl has been mentally abused for so long, and she is still going at it. And Ahab is just launching insult after like crazy mental gymnastics. And this song was like, it does feel a little bit emotional in some senses, but I feel like it doesn't match the absolute intensity. Because if that were me, oh my god, I'd freak out on her. Like, it'd be one of the most justified crash outs in all of history. These next two are probably my favorites. So let's get this one going. This one's called Patches of Violet.
How much I wish for another better,
Don't tell him this one's my favorite.
brighter future. Here I am at the gate I stand. Dear old times, I've made up my mind. How much you must have suffered, Lord. Figure one day forward, sincere manners. We are at the fated land where you want me there. Round and round we go, holding on to pain, driven by our egos, feelings untold, spinning our own visions of the past that you could never know. 'Cause I know I must be the reason why you have given up your smiles, and the hope inside your eyes have been stolen. I must be the reason why you must tell me all these lies, wishing you a better life without me by your side. The message has already been said through patches of violet.
It's a duet with herself.
How much we must have diverged. Hello, goodbye, goodnight. I'm here, goodbye, waiting. Here we are. It's a final chance. With your hand, what must be done? Delete.
I don't even know what instrument that is in the background.
Round and round we go, holding on to pain, driven by
The violin is absolutely crazy here.
feelings untold, spinning our own visions of the past that you could never know. How would I know I could be the reason why you were able to be kind, and the hearts we held so tight won't stay broken. Love must be the reason why I still believe in this lie, that you'll live a better life without me by your side. The message has already been said through patches of violet.
Alright, what'd you think of that one?
Whew. It's two characters, I assume, the story, right? It involves two people.
Yeah, it's about
Okay.
two people. It's a duet song, actually. But she actually just sings both
I don't
parts.
know if I'm right about it based on the song, but it sounds like they're in a complicated relationship of sorts. Especially the part where it says that they're spinning their own versions of the past. It just makes it seem like they each own have their perspective on what might have went wrong or what should be done about something, and they can't seem to come to an agreement on it. I guess something along those lines.
It's something like that.
And their existence is the reason why they each suffer or something.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Mo?
I mean, the song is pretty gas. I really like the instrumental and I really like the vocals, but something about the mixing of both of them I didn't really like as much. But like
Really?
separate, they're both fantastic. Yeah. I'm getting a few chats saying that the
No, thank you for the sub, Kun.
instrumental drowns out the voices a little too much, especially during times where the voices need to be the focal point. And it gives off like when the action in the movie is too loud and the dialogue is like too quiet. So I think if they like just change the volumes a little bit, it would be like a little bit easier to listen to. But I really liked both parts separately. I think the instrumental is probably my favorite one. I would listen to the instrumental also while gaming, especially doing like fighting game stuff like lab. It's really good labbing music.
Ooh. Yeah, so the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say that it's just Mili doing the vocals, right?
Yeah, she's singing both parts.
That's insane.
Okay, they did a really amazing job at portraying two different characters in the same song.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
100%. I like that aspect of the vocals a lot.
Yeah.
I think the tug, like it feels like a little bit of tug of war, a little push and pull of the vocals saying specific things at like those different times. Like, oh,
Yes.
powerful voice says this thing, and then softer voice says like an underlying, like more context to that original point. And it's really cool that they go along together.
If I were to listen to just the music, Patches of Violet is my absolute favorite. I'm just edgy like that. I really like how the song is actually a duet, and it's kind of like Heathcliff's and Catherine's conversations with each other. And the words of the song are actually really, really so good. Like, this is peak drama. I just feel like that this song in particular elicits so many different emotions on me, but the fact that it captures the climax of what's happening so well makes it just one of my favorite songs of all time. Oh my god, Coomers, thank you for the subs! We love Hero. Thank you so much, Coomers. That's huge. 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. Oh, bro, thank you for the hand hearts as well. It's for a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much.
Stand up, gallop on, nothing can be done by feeling so sorry for myself. Hero on a plastic horse, fighting like it's real with Hikaru's board sword. I know, successful or not, I am who I am. I am my biggest fan. I am my biggest fan. I am my enemy and my friend. Hero, gonna prove my version of justice is more just than yours. Remaining on this stage, I am the only one. I am my biggest fan. I am my biggest fan. I am my enemy and my friend.
Hmm.
The more I listen to
Ooh.
it, the more I like it, actually.
Okay. If this story is how I think it is, then I would really like this. It's a boss fight, right?
Yeah, do you know what story it's based off of? You might be able to guess,
N-
just based on the story.
No.
It's based on Don Quixote.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't know. Maybe my interpretation was wrong. Really? Don Quixote?
Yeah. Did the song not give off those kind of vibes, though? Well, do you know what the Don Quixote story is like mostly about, though?
Sort of, yeah.
Does Mao know?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
So,
like, yeah.
it's kind of like what I thought it would be, but at the same time, no. If it's like exactly like Don Quixote, then no.
It's
Like,
not exactly like it.
you have an idea of what a hero is supposed to be, right?
Right.
And then this either person that you're following or this idea, you see that it doesn't really work in reality, in a sense. Like it just falls apart. So you take it into your own hands to deliver this thought that you had in your head of what it should be. That's what I thought the song was about. But if you're saying it's Don Quixote, then that's a little different.
Canto 7 has got to be, I think, hands down my favorite after playing all the story. It kind of tells a story of like someone you idolized not being who they seem, and then you kind of like carve your own path. So I think that only someone who's been like really betrayed in life can really relate to something like this. But more on the Canto 7 story, I just think that like I understand it now. Like I didn't get it until I played Canto 7. This is one of the few ones that was like, oh, now I get it. Compass, I feel like stands really well on its own. Between Two Worlds stands well on its own. Patches of Violet, I feel like could even stand well on its own. But this one, when you throw the canto on top of it, my mind got blown. I love Mili songs. Like this, I feel like this sealed the deal for me. And as of the time I'm making this video, I'm pretty sure Hanlu's canto is going to be coming out soon. And I'm so looking forward to what's coming up next. So out of these songs, which one do you think was your favorite? Like, just rate them in order for me.
Moby.
You like Moby
Yes,
Dick
I
the
think
most? Compass?
Song wise, I like the third one. Story wise, I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down for the video.
Yeah, Moby was my favorite, and then the one we listened to before this was probably my second favorite, even though I had like complaints about the mixing. And then this one, and then the first and second would be tied for like the fourth and fifth spots on the list respectively. I like them both, and I think they're a good introductory. The first one.
Oh my
we listened
god!
to,
Thank
the
you for
one that
another fucking
started off
tip.
with like the worship Christmas caroling
Thank you
vibe.
so
I
much.
like the second half of that song a lot more. So maybe I'll probably put that at the lowest spot, even though it was still really good.
Okay. And there you have it. According to my friends who have never heard any of the songs before and don't have any prior context to what's going on in the stories, Compass is their favorite song, which is kind of a surprise because honestly, it was not my favorite. It was not my favorite before I listened to everything. Around the time I started listening to Mili was before I actually got through Canto 4. So I think that my favorite song was just Patches of Violet because it was the new song at the time and it was so incredibly intense. And now that I've played through all the cantos, I gotta say, probably Hero is my favorite. Now that I understand the context of the song and which is happening with the story, it is just an amazing storytelling device as well as just a great song to listen to. I just love Mili so much. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like that, please give it a like, comment, or subscribe to the video. Let me know which song that you like the most before and after you started playing the game. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.